I'm John Pavolotsky. I'm a partner in the Technology and IP group in the San Francisco office. I'm co-chair of our Privacy, Cyber, and AI practice. In cybersecurity matters, we are seeing a number of trends. One, the pace of data breach litigation is not abating. Claims and litigation is still being brought. And that could be a function of perhaps of the availability of AI tools that might be enabling some of these attacks. The cyber claims are typically covered by insurance, or at least we're noticing that many clients do have insurance, and so we will work with insurance carriers to help advise the companies in that. Beyond that, there are certainly things that companies can do to help mitigate risk. These include having in place a robust and tested written information security program, doing an annual risk assessment, preferably by an external, credible third party, to understand what data is being processed, how it's being protected, what the vulnerabilities are, and making sure that mitigation is in place to help limit risk. If there has been a security incident, and bear in mind that a security incident is not necessarily a breach. A breach requires a legal determination, reviewing the various or applicable state statutes on breach notification to determine whether or not there's been a breach, and then whether or not there's been a breach, or if there has been, it may or may not be reportable or notifiable. If a company is impacted or experiences an incident and there is not a plan to deal with it, then arguably it's already too late, possibly, to get it right. And so the advice here is to make sure that there is an incident response plan in place, that it is tested periodically, that a law firm is engaged before the incident happens, that there's insurance in place, and that there's also a forensics firm that is ready to do the investigation as soon as the incident happens. And then making sure as well, and last but not least, that there is an internal and external communications plan to handle those first 24 to 48 hours investigation. So in short, if there's a cyber incident, there has to be work done in advance to get the best possible outcome.